Hey and good morning everybody, welcome to the Farm Dream. My name is Raymond and this is The Dream. This vlog we will look into the chicken coop a little bit more. We will also look at transplanting because we need to get those vegetables outside. And the lights will arrive for the microgreen farm, and that will also make sure that we can do our transplanting or our propagation actually in the attic. Let's jump into it and let's start the week. So I just want to start outside for a little bit. As you can see, I did do some painting over the weekend. The frame is done and the inside of the chicken coop is also done. Now I also added these grooves here, and that will give for a little bit of a nicer feel and look to it all. So yeah, chicken coop is taking shape. We should be able to get the roofing done this week. And then at the back here, you can see that I already started with the color. So it is a red, and the red will go all the way outside, and then we'll add some more white details to give it a finished look. Let's go and check out in the attic because there's a lot going on there as well. Welcome back to the attic. A lot has been growing here. Some things a little bit slower than I expected, and some things way faster. Let's just go right to left and I'll take you guys through it. So on the right here we have mung beans. They have sprouted a little bit, so I'm just waiting to see what really happens. They are now fully submerged in water, and I try to keep it in a dark place because I have a feeling that works better. Next to that, we have the mustard sprouts, which are actually doing really well, and I think they are about ready. They have a little bit longer to go. And then we have the big bin over here. Something's going on here because the first layer is not done anything, and that's the chives. And I have a feeling the chives is just not really working with the soil on top. Now for the garden grass, this is actually done. So let's do a taste test. So it's quite spicy, a bit strong flavor. Well, it's really spicy actually. It's like pepper. So that has a really sharp and spicy flavor to it, which I did not expect. There was quite a lot really. Next up, we have the radish, and they're actually done as well. I'm just gonna try this as well. I have literally no idea how this is gonna taste. A bit more on the sweet side. Yeah, it's just a really sweet flavor. And a little sharp pinch at the end, but like the sweetness. And over here we have our deep water culture, which is actually working quite well. Of course, there's no big roots yet, but we are seeing some sprouting going on. So we have a really small sprout over here, which is a lettuce. Then we have Asian lettuce over here, which are also doing quite well. And then we have some rucola. Now, lastly, on the bottom here, these are our pea shoots, and they have been shooting. And it's now just really a wait for them to grow a little bit longer in darkness. And then I'm gonna put them under the lights, and they should be growing as well. Quite cool. So this is the update for the attic. It is starting to grow everything, and I'm really excited actually about that it's actually working. The lights will arrive today, so then we can upgrade it and we can use the same shelving systems, but then also for the propagations. Let's go and check out the rest of the plants. So since we're transplanting outside, I wanted to make it a little bit easier and already give the plants some space to actually grow, because the netting is now right on top, and some are actually already starting to touch it. So I'm just gonna open it up and get a few bamboo sticks, and we're just gonna make sure that it's a little bit lifted off. Now we are also transplanting, so I'm just gonna take the net off, transplant, and then we will put on the netting again. So I'm gonna start by transplanting a few sugar snaps. So since we're growing the sugar snaps on these reels, I have a lot of space underneath, and I just wanted to use that to place my Asian lettuce. So now that they are all planted, that's all I wanted to do for today. I'm just gonna change the system here a little bit so our plants stop grabbing the netting. So we're just gonna raise it with some bamboo sticks. The lights have arrived. So let me mount a few of them and see if the color is correct this time. So So that's 3 of them on one layer. Just as a quick sample, this is a video light and it is 150 watt. Show you the difference. So this is the one light. These are giving out more light at this point, so that's good. Just to see how much light two of these big domes can give out. These are the 2 big domes, and turning it off and turning it on, I do feel like even 2 of those domes give less light. So that's actually great, because these are only 14 watt each. So if I'm gonna add one more to this, I think we should be fine. That's a lot of light given out. It's about the same as 2 of these, and this is a total of 300 watt, and 4 of these only come up to 56 watts, so that is a real improvement. We will also get solar panels, but I will get to that later. For now, this is the end of the day. Tomorrow we will work a little bit more on the chicken coop and some other projects that I want to start. See you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. A new day has arrived, and this is the day where I actually want to start and finishing this coop. It's taken way too long. So many different projects came in between, but we have worked on this for quite a few weeks now. So the red is on. I'm gonna work on details today, also the roofing, and then we should have it almost done by the end of the day. To start off today, I'm gonna first work on the corners, get the details on that, and then also start on the door for the chicken coop, because it's quite necessary to get the chickens in. After that, we will do the roof, and we should be about done, actually. A few hinges here and there, but getting there. So for the corners, I've got these thin strips of wood, and I'm just gonna tack them on here to the side, and I'm gonna also tack one to the other side, creating quite a nice and even looking corner. Yeah, I'm just gonna measure them to size, and we can start cutting. So probably, as you can hear in the background, there's a music player around the corner, and he's just enjoying his time. So we'll just let it be. I just put on the roof here and attached it because I wanted to make sure that this can actually be here when we open it, and it just about fits. So I can just leave it like this, and we can move on to the other ones. So they are all cut to size and ready. I'm just gonna let the glue dry for a little bit, then we're gonna start and slap an extra layer of paint on them so they look white. Let's go and work on the chicken door right now. So here is the idea for the chicken coop door. I have a little bit of a smaller piece that I'm gonna put on the outside border, just like that. Then on top of that, we can put the completed piece and put it right where it needs to be. And that gives us just enough space to put another layer in between that can slide up and down. That's the concept. Let's build it. So as you can see, here it is. Pretty simple design, but it does work. I made a small sheet here, and it just slides in between. I'm just gonna put a string at the top here to pull it open and close it again. And I think that will do just fine. For now, I think it is about time to paint everything that we just created. So I'm gonna get some paint. Let's start painting. The paint is drying out in the back, so now we're gonna work on the roof. To be honest, I got this system which is called Easy Shingles. It's a system which just basically gives you strips. Let me grab one, and these strips are very easily used. You just have to cut them, nail them down, and with some sun rays they have adhesive on them that will glue by itself. So I already laid down a pattern and already did some testing. I should have enough to do all the roofs, so let's just get started. So the first roof is done. It is all secured to it. all I have to do is leave it in the sun for about a day, and then all the adhesive will start melting and it will fully melt together. This last bits over here, I tried to glue myself. Not too sure if it will stick. Some of them do, so I'm just gonna glue it a little bit more. But I am so happy with the result. I'm gonna do the side roof right now, so let's keep on working. And there it is, done. So the roof is on and everything is secured. I just need to put it in the sun and it will do the rest by itself, so that's great. I also need to find something to make sure the hinge can still work, but that we do have something to weather seal this. And I'm gonna put something on the corners here, and I already have it. It's just gonna be a white corner, and that will just make it aesthetically more pleasing and at the same time waterproof it even a little bit more. So I'm gonna attach that and then we will call it a day. So they are all cut to size and ready to be used, but I'm not 100% sure if I have the right material to glue it to this material, and I want to make sure that it's waterproof, of course. So I'm gonna leave that for tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the store and grab something for that, but yeah, that will be tomorrow. See you guys. The chicken coop is almost done. That's also for today. I want to finish it because later today we're gonna get chickens, and that is in about 2 hours. So I need to finish it. Also, we're gonna go to my parents and see the shed because it should be finished as well. We went there in episode 5, so I just wanted to go back to it and show you guys what it's like. We need to do some chicken wire on there, and let's just go into it. Let's hurry. So to start it off, I'm just gonna grab this last piece of wood that we actually need to paint. This is the entrance, this is the walkway to the chicken coop. So I'm gonna sand it down and quickly paint it, and then we're gonna add some bars to it so they have something to hold on to when they go up. So the next step is to put in the chicken wire. I'm just gonna run them all the way through the top here from the front to the back, and on the last one I'm only gonna do the roof and the back, and on the front we will put a door. So let's just quickly do that, secure it all in place and move on. So the chicken run is almost done, the chicken wire is in, we just need to get the door in. Then the chicken run, the chicken coop actually is also almost done. We just need to finish that ladder up, but we have to go and get the chickens. So let's go. We are in the car on our way to get some chickens. So, well, tell them, Nicole, what are we gonna do?
We're going to a farmer who is breeding some chickens, and we're going to check if he has some of them that are suitable for a new coop.
Yeah!
Yay,
So it's like a 40-minute drive, but Nicole will make some beautiful pictures for you to enjoy on the way. All right, see you in a bit. Yay!
We got some chickens!
We got chickens, and we got 4 chickens. They are small chickens, and they're called
Booted Bantam.
Booted Bantam, and they are 15 weeks old? 15 weeks old. A few more weeks before they start laying eggs, but that gives them some time to start settling in their new built chicken coop.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're just gonna drive back, and we're gonna visit my parents for a little bit, but yeah. See you guys. So here it is. The chicken coop is done. The chicken run just needs the door, but we put it in its place and the chickens are actually inside. So they are a little bit scared for us, but let's have a look. So we have 2 brown ones, a black one and a gray one. Just need to get some names for them. Now, if you want to see more on this chicken coop, I will have a link in the description with a full tutorial on how we made it. Yeah, that's it for today. For now, just enjoy a little bit of B-roll from the chicken.